Hello YouTube, my name is ReprayAF. Recently I've decided to purge my channel and start over. The reason I've chose to do this is simple. The 10HP community deserves the best guys I can provide for them. This means I'll be released in remastered, updated versions of each boss I've done to obtain the pet. These videos will release in the exact same order I've obtained each one of my pets. Now that you understand how we got here, let's go over the rules for my account. Rule number 1, no gaining HP. Obtaining pets with this restriction means I cannot use normal weapons or known strategies. This means we are on our own to figure out every single boss by ourselves. If a single HP level is gained, I will immediately end the series. Rule number 2 and rule number 3 are simple. During this series, I will not be having any type of access to the DFS or thralls. Number 4, no boosting for any type of PVMing. So what can we use? Well, we have Vengeance, Venom, Rings of Recoil, Poison Dynamite, and most importantly, we have a cannon and a lot of patience. Now that we know the rules, let's go over all of our goals. As of right now, there are 30 obtainable pets at 10 HP with my current restrictions. The end game for us is to obtain the Great Olm and Penance Queen. I also want to obtain my Twisted Kit alongside the Morph during my raid grind. This is to unlock my favorite pet of all time, Tiny Tech. Also at some point I'd like to obtain the Slayer Cape and Max Effort skill. Welcome to Obtainable at 10 HP.
Welcome back, boys. I am ReprayAF, and I am bringing you the final episode of Obtainable at 10 HP. Nah, I'm not quitting the series. It's because by the time you reach the end of this episode, I've obtained 28 out of the 30 possible pets, which means my skilling grind will finally be coming to an end, which is absolutely amazing. That means by the next time you hear from me, you're going to be hearing from me in the format of a movie, a cinematic remake of our entire adventure together, followed by content you've never seen before, obviously being Olm and Penance Queen, the final two pets I'm going to be going for. Now remember, not only am I going to be going for Olm and Penance Queen, but I'm going to be going for the Morph and the Ancestral Kit before I end this series. So be prepared to watch me go for all that stuff and struggle my ass off in the actual movie. Now, I say struggle because I'm assuming so, because I'm always dry. I haven't actually even started this grind yet at this point in time, but I know that I'm going to be doing that as soon as this episode releases, which means I don't know how long is going to be between this episode and the movie. So bear with me while I'm trying to complete the content and complete the movie for you guys, because I just want it to be as awesome as possible. Alright? Now if you're watching the screen, you're going to notice I'm runecrafting. You're going to notice I got the Rift Guardian. So yes, this is one of the 2 pets I obtained in this episode, which is pretty fucking awesome. I'm doing Blood Runes in Zaya because Blood Runes, I've been doing those since 2018. At this point, for me, they're very nostalgic. Fuck doing Soul Runes. I know they're worth more, but I just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so what you're going to do is simple. You're going to mine a trip. You're going to go to that altar you saw me just click. You're going to then take your chisel on the Dark Essence, mine them down to those fucking shard things that you see in my inventory, okay? You're gonna go back down there, you're gonna get some more essence, you're gonna go back to that altar, you're gonna make those essence into Dark Essence like you just seen me do. Then you're gonna run your happy ass to the Blood Altar. Once you get your happy ass to the Blood Altar, you're going to click it. Then you're gonna get Blood Runes. Boom, bada boom, it's as easy as that, boys. Alright? Then you're going to physically watch me now take my chisel and click. This is the best way to do it, as it's the fastest way to do it. Then you're going to click the altar and you're done. Easy as that. Thank you for watching this part of the video.
I'm a pet hunter, I'm 10 HP, it's irrelevant, cause you can't kill me. I'm a beast, I'm the goat, I'ma go for your throat. I'm venomous, your skill is recoilable, you're killable. These cannonballs about to expose you, my dynamite about to blow you to irrelevance. This is vengeance.
Welcome to the farming portion of my video, where I'll be going over everything I've done to obtain Groot, and I'll be going over each patch, each location, how I got there, and all that fun shenanigans. Alright, so where we are right now is on Fossil Island. You're going to use your dig site pendant to get there, row your ass on that little boat across the island, then you're going to dive on under and you're going to start harvesting your seaweed that you obviously planted earlier in the day. Alright, once you start harvesting your seaweed and you finish it, you're going to then go ahead and plant a new seed. And then after you do that, you're going to go ahead and talk to Miss Thang over there and ask her to watch over all your paths. And you're going to be like, yo, dude, watch over this. She's like, oh my gosh, I'll be so happy to watch over that for you. And they're like, all right, cool, thanks. And then you're going to go ahead and tell it to your next patch, you know what I mean? So once you do that, you're going to make your way to the Gnome Stronghold. I used the Spirit Tree personally to get here. And then you're going to go to your Magic Tree patch. Once you get there, you're going to go ahead and talk to this little guy and be like, yo, dude, I need your ass to cut down this tree. And he's like, yeah, I can do that for like 200 fucking gold. You're like, great, because I don't have no inventory space. I'm not doing it myself. He's like, all right, cool, bro. And then after that, you're going to go ahead and take your sapling and you're going to place it into the dirt. Then you're going to ask the little guy to watch over it for you so it doesn't fucking die, because who wants to waste money in XP, you know what I'm saying? Shit takes like fucking forever to fucking grow, you know what I'm saying? Then you're going to make your way north to the dragon fruit tree, all right? Once you get there, you're going to go ahead and ask the guy to chop that tree down for you, because again, I don't have the inventory space to do this. So if you're following my guide, you don't have the inventory space to do this either. So you're going to go ahead and ask him to chop it down. You're going to plant your sapling and you're going to make your way to the next location. That is actually going to be the Tree Gnome Village. Once you get there, you're going to run fast as fuck, boy, to the fruit tree, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to harvest your fruit if you want to, because you have a couple spaces, or you're going to do what I do and say fuck it and chop that bitch down too, and then ask him to watch over that. I know, it's a lot of paying people to do stuff for you and wasting a lot of money on supplies and other things. Now, you, like I said, you could take your time and get things done properly, but I'm not doing that, all right? Now you're going to make your way to Sears Village. Once you get there, guess what? Another fucking fruit tree. That's right. I know. At this point, you're probably like, I wonder what's next. And let me spoil it for you boys. It's going to be another fruit tree, all right? Because guess what? That's part of farm runs, okay? So we're going to make our way down to Brimhaven. I used the house teleport personally to get here, just like I used the Sears teleport to get to the previous location, by the way, for those who can't figure that part out. Anyways, gonna rinse and repeat the same thing I've done on the previous fruit trees. However, this is gonna be the last one until the farming guide. Sorry, not farming guide, farming guild. Jeez. Anyways, now I'm over here in Lumbridge. I'm going to start chopping down this magic tree. Oh, sorry, I lied to you boys. I'm not gonna chop it down. I'm gonna pay them to chop it down because, again, who the fuck wants to do that shit? Let's be absolutely honest. Anyways, so once we get done with this, we're going to make our way over to Varrock. Easy peasy. You can just use a telly there, or you can use your house. You're going to go ahead, harvest, chop, boom, bada boom. It's gone. Next thing you know, you're making your way down to Falador Park. And after you get to Falador Park, which you're going to see me do here in a second by using my home telly, then after you harvest that tree, you're going to make your way over to Taverley. Once you get to Taverley, that's actually your last magic tree until you get to the farming guild itself, which is really, really nice, because that means you got 5 of your magic trees done with, and you got 4 of your fruit trees done with at this point, which is really nice. You'll notice in my inventory I have exactly 1 magic, 1 fruit, and 1 Kelquat left, which I'm now going to be making my way to the farming guild here in a second after I finish up my business in Taverley. And then I'm going to make my way to the magic tree first. The reason I do the magic tree first, boys, is because it is the closest to the teleport, so to me it just makes the most sense. Then when I finish up my business over here, I'm going to run a little bit to the east to grab the cactus. Now with the cactus, I actually do harvest it, unlike the other trees where I just kind of like toss that shit. Fuck it, I ain't doing it, you know? I actually do want these. So the spines are like 2+ K a piece, and it does add up after a while, especially if you're going for Groot, and Groot takes fucking forever. So go ahead, take your spines, and then once you get them, click on the little leprechaun dude, and he's gonna be like, oh bro, I can put that in a note. And you'll be like, oh bro, that would be awesome. Then you'll do that. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back up, you're gonna clear the patch, and you're gonna plant the cactus, and you're gonna ask the farmer to watch over it for you, just like you do with the trees. It's the same thing. However, this farmer has like a bunch of options, so just make sure you actually read them and then click cactus. However, cactus is always at the top, so you can just hit 1 and it works just as easy when you're going through the dialogue. All right, now once I finish up the cactus here in a second, I'm going to make my way to the tree section over there. You're gonna see Calquat, the dragon fruit tree, and the redwood. And you're going to see me do the Calquat first. After I do that, I'm actually going to bank, and I'm going to grab the redwood, and I'm going to grab 3 teaks out of the bank. The reason I'm doing this is because it's first off, I don't have them in my inventory, obviously, right? But I'm going to be making my way back to Fossil Island here in a few minutes to plant the teaks, so I want to make sure I have them. All right, so when you're in the bank, you're also going to notice that I'm going to gear up. and I am going to be putting on splashing gear. And the reason I'm putting on splashing gear is because when I get to Fossil Island and I'm waiting in between seaweed runs, I actually splash on stun snake so I can get AFK magic XP, because literally at this point in time in the series, I'm not doing Olm yet. I haven't done Penance Queen, and it's like, okay, what do I do, you know, while I'm waiting for this fucking seaweed to grow? I don't want to just sit here literally and pick my butt, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and splash, and this turned out really well for me, so I could just AFK, edit my videos, work on the series while I'm going after Groot. It's freaking amazing. Anyways, now that I planted the redwoods, I went ahead and made my way over to Alkerd or whatever. I can't really pronounce this very good. Anyways, you're gonna do the same thing with the cactus here that you did in the farming guild, but the leprechaun's right next to you, and the person who watches it is exactly next to you, which is nice, so you don't have to travel very far. So you're gonna want to make sure that you take advantage of those resources. Now, once we are done here, we're actually going to be teleporting over to Draenor, because we're going to be planting a belladonna tree. Belladonna tree is really, really nice because it produces nightshade. And if you remember from previous episodes, I used nightshade, okay, to make poison dynamite, which you use to kill things like Brutus and things like fucking what's his name, Brutus and Scurious. Sorry, that fucking rat, man, he slipped my mind, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, right after I get done here, I'm going to make my way over to Fossil Island, and I'm going to do those teaks that I told you about, and that's actually going to be wrapping up everything I have to say about my farming grind and my farming runs. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. The movie's coming out soon.
I'm a pet hunter, I'm 10 HP, it's irrelevant, cause you can't kill me. I'm a beast, I'm the goat, I'ma go for your throat. I'm venomous, your skill is recoilable, you're killable. These cannonballs about to expose you, my dynamite about to blow you to relevance. This is vengeance.